Thank you so much for joining us on Movie Show Plus. I'm Tom Santilli.
And I'm Greg Russell.
We are here at the Ski Company in Rochester. We're going to talk all about the movie Downhill that stars Will Ferrell and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Also Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's right.
A couple other movies opening this weekend. But first, we have to get into the Oscars.
That's for sure.
Last time we talked on our show, we were predicting the Oscars and kind of getting ready for them. Now that they've happened, Greg, what were your just overall thoughts on the Oscars this year?
Oh, it's kind of funny, Tom. Of course, a lot of things were predictable.
Right.
Best actor, best actress, best supporting actor, best supporting actress. Those are the four people who had been winning, every award show.
Yep, it was pretty much a shoe-in.
So you kind of figure that. But really, the thing for best motion picture, and it was so funny. I was on actually a syndicated show Sunday morning. And everybody, of course, we all thought it was going to be, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Or maybe 1917. And I threw in the part, I said, but you know what? I have a funny feeling Parasite all of a sudden is becoming this fast, dark horse that could easily just go in and split right up the middle, and it happened.
I thought early on in the night when Ford v Ferrari started winning some of the technical awards over 1917, that's when I started saying, you know what, I don't know if 1917 has enough momentum to go into this. The major surprise, of course, of the night, though, was not just that Parasite, that was a huge upset that it won Best Picture, but when they called Bong Joon-ho's name for Best Director, that was just like, it floored everybody, and at that point, I feel like the Parasite fans were like, oh my God, we have a chance. Baby. Yeah, this could really happen. It's, of course, the only foreign picture ever to win Best Picture.
Right. And so, like you said, it was history made. So
yeah, absolutely.
It was good to see. Also, another fun part to watch last night was Detroit's own Eminem.
Yes.
Because remember when that first started out, we're all watching and they're just playing the music. I'm thinking, okay, when are they going to get into the song, or are they just going to do this part? Then when he appears on stage, it's like, all right!
No, but one more thing on Bong Joon-ho that I want to mention too is, because I read about this afterward, he is the first person to win 4 Oscars in a single night since Walt Disney.
Wow!
Yeah, so talk about a big night for Bong Joon-ho.
So no wonder he was talking about, I'm going to drink until tomorrow. I love that line.
Now you mentioned, Chris Rock, Steve Martin off camera or on camera. What did you think of the whole hostless thing? I know last year was a big hit. This year I feel like people thought maybe it was a little less smooth this year. What do you think?
Yeah, it was one of those where we're kind of used to it now, seeing it that way. I do miss the days of having somebody like Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
Or even going way back like Johnny Carson or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
Bob
that.
Hope.
Right, and Bob Hope.
Yeah.
But I guess they just now have to find that one person, who can just do it. And I think that was their fear. It's kind of like, we just don't want to put this person, man or woman, in there, and they just can't hold the show. So it's like, we'll just spread it around.
They're so desperate for ratings. As their ratings decline, I feel like if you lock into a host, you're kind of locking into one audience, or one, if you don't like that comedian, or that isn't your brand of humor, you might be less inclined to want to watch it.
I still say Detroit's own Keegan-Michael Key.
That would be a great one.
He would be.
Or how about Maya Rudolph and Kristen Wiig, who
were great.
Fantastic. Every time they're on television together. I think that would be a great hosting.
That would.
Now, overall, did you? We also spent the night from the Oscars at the Oscar Gala.
That was so great.
At the Maple Theater.
And if you were there, I know you had a good time.
What a turnout. We had hundreds of people, like over 200 people in the theater.
Yeah.
The swag bags went like this. We had a line out the door as it started. Just an amazing, amazing time there. Talk about the experience there.
I was very surprised because, folks, on Oscar Sunday, it snowed in the Metro Detroit area. And I mean, snowed. So I'm driving out there, and honest to goodness, in my mind, it's like, it's going to be me, Tom's wife, the manager of the theater, and a couple of kids who work there, all just sitting at the bar going, it would have been so good. And like you said, I pulled up and I got to the parking lot, and I'm looking at all these cars. I'm thinking, maybe they're all at the supermarket, next door buying salt. I get to the door, and the place, like you said, is just jam-packed. So, and it was like,
you know what happened,
just
right?
so great.
You know what happened?
What happened?
Last year, I was there by myself. This year, word got out that Greg Russell was going to be at the Oscar Gala. I think that's what happened, clearly. We'll stick with that. We'll stick with that.
I'll go with that. But it was a lot of fun. Met a lot of nice people.
Yeah.
And look forward to getting together with them again very soon. Like we said, once we take the show on the road, we'll just start getting the word out like a couple of weeks ahead of time where we're going to be. And we would love to see you out as part of Movie Show Plus.
Yeah, we're just getting going here in 2020, and with our season 4 of Movie Show Plus, we're just getting started. And what a way to kick it off with this Oscars! Any other thoughts on the Oscars? I like that they were able to include Kirk Douglas.
Right. Right.
The other musical performances were pretty good. I could have done without seeing a Cats redo with the two actors that went up there, James Corden and Rebel Wilson.
You got to figure that was probably the largest audience to see Cats.
Touche. Boy, kick a cat when it's down, huh? When we come back on Movie Show Plus, we're going to go downhill with Greg Russell.
That's right. You're going to hear my conversation with the stars of the movie.
It's all downhill from here.
Hey, Greg Russell here from Movie Show Plus, enjoying being here at the Foundation Hotel this week. We've been taking the show on the road quite a bit. Now, if you've got a business that you would like us to showcase, just let us know. Get in touch with us via our website right here, movieshowplus.com, and we'll get back with you. And hey, who knows? You might be the next movie star right here on Movie Show Plus.